boxing could be of generosity or a harsh taker of dreams. In just 11 bouts, Madrimov earned his chance at a world title and seized it with determination. He then faced the ultimate test against the sport's pound-for-pound champion in just his 12th bout, a fight that ended in a razor-thin decision against him. Yet despite the loss on paper, he captured the admiration of countless fans who believed he had triumphed. This journey showcased his undeniable talent and solidified his place amongst the elite of the boxing world. Serhii Bohachuk was handed his moment of destiny when he stepped into the ring against Golden Boy's blue-chip contender. As a 4-1 underdog, few believed he had more than a puncher's chance. Yet he battled fiercely against Ortiz, pushing himself to the limits and taking everything Ortiz had to give in return. In the end, he fell victim to a narrow split decision, but the echoes of the crowd told a different story. Many fans felt that the fighter who lost on the scorecards truly deserved to be crowned the victor, proving that sometimes the heart and spirit shine brighter than the numbers. Both fighters find themselves at a crossroads, each nursing narrow defeats and harboring a burning desire to prove their worth in one of boxing's most competitive divisions. With the shot tantalizingly close, the stakes couldn't be higher. But the narrative takes a twist with the announcement of a showdown between Madrimov and Ortiz for next year, casting a shadow over Bohachuk's aspirations. Yet, the spirit of the underdog is alive and well, ready to disrupt the narrative. Bohachuk knows that in this unpredictable sport, nothing is guaranteed, especially in a game defined by power and precision. This upcoming clash is far from a mere stroll. It promises to be a fierce battle where every punch counts, and the potential for an upset looms large. In boxing, the path to glory is rarely straightforward, and every fighter must be prepared to seize the moment when it arrives. Madrimov represents a new era of boxer punchers in boxing. With a deep amateur pedigree, his muscle memory is finely tuned to the natural rhythms of the sport. Hailing from Uzbekistan, where boxing styles are steeped in quick, explosive footwork, he possesses the ability to close the distance in a blink of an eye, firing power punches that can change the course of a fight in a moment's notice. An unorthodox boxer and a skilled switch hitter, both of his hands are equally as devastating. His explosive footwork allows him to seize commanding angles, keeping his opponents on the back foot. What truly sets him apart, however, is his elusive rhythm. Always in motion, he dances around the ring, feinting and shifting, making it nearly impossible for his adversaries to predict his next move. This unpredictability leaves them scrambling to find any tells in his punches, further complicating the efforts to defend or counter. Madrimov is a whirlwind of skill and strategy, a true puzzle waiting to be solved. In Madrimov's bout with Bud Crawford, he displayed the precision of a sniper with his right hand. That right cross found his target time and again, piercing through the defense of one of boxing's most balanced fighters. His success stemmed from an unorthodox rhythm and management of range control, allowing him to deliver punches from positions where Crawford felt safe.
Yeah, just change it to second gear there, Crawford.
With minimal telegraphing, Madrimov's right cross became a phantom strike, impossible for Crawford to anticipate or decipher. Each time Bud thought he had the upper hand, Madrimov's ability to throw from unexpected positions kept him guessing, leaving no discernible patterns for Crawford to latch onto. It was a masterclass in timing and unpredictability, showcasing Madrimov's knack for turning the tables on even the most skilled opponents.
Yeah, with the body shots, and then look, he gave the eyes to the body, and look.
With a record of 23 wins, 22 of which came by way of knockout, Bohachuk epitomizes the essence of a classic pressure fighter. The tenacious Ukrainian combines aggressive forward movement with a fierce focus on firepower, particularly his devastating hooks and overhands. Renowned for his ability to cut the ring short, he applies unyielding pressure on his opponents, forcing them into uncomfortable exchanges and making it difficult for them to find a rhythm. While his defensive game may not be the most intricate, Bohachuk demonstrates commendable discipline in his guard placement, ensuring his hands return to his face after every punch. What he may lack in technical finesse, he compensates for with sheer durability and raw power, enabling him to break through defenses while maintaining a grueling rate. This potent blend of aggression, strength, and tenacity transforms Bohachuk into a raging bull in the ring, an embodiment of the pressure fighter archetype, intent on overwhelming and dismantling anyone who stands in his way. In Bohachuk's explosive war with Ortiz, he unleashed a display of firepower that left the boxing world in awe, various times halting Ortiz in his tracks, marching forward with an unwavering intensity that showcased just how dangerous he could be when his feet were firmly planted. Behind his tight guard, Bohachuk mixes punches up, targeting both head and body without discrimination, proving his ability to string together excruciating combinations. Like a Terminator sent from Skynet, the Ukrainian showed no signs of fatigue, embodying the essence of a search and destroy machine. Each blow as crushing as the next. He ruthlessly pursued Ortiz, leaving no room for escape. Bohachuk's performance was a declaration to his power and heart, a true embodiment of a warrior on a mission to destroy. This matchup promises to be a thrilling clash of styles, a boxer puncher versus a ruthless pressure fighter. Both warriors will charge into the center of the ring from the opening bell, ready to test each other's grit in the battle of wills. Each fighter will push, vying for dominance until one seizes control and forces the other onto the back foot. Both have demonstrated a menacing appetite for forward aggression. One may prefer punches and bunches, while the other thrives on accuracy. Yet both are determined to drive one another back, creating an electrifying atmosphere that guarantees a high-octane spectacle filled with non-stop action. Expect to see chins tested and endurance pushed to the brink, as cardio and heart will be on full display for the world to witness. Bohachuk has demonstrated a fierce readiness to engage in gritty trench warfare, thriving in the chaos of close quarters combat. His success against Ortiz came from the latter's willingness to stand toe-to-toe, trading punches in a brutal exchange. For a power puncher like Bohachuk, it's crucial to find his footing to unload his artillery. However, Madrimov must rely on his most valuable asset, his footwork. He needs to constantly turn angles, pivoting around Bohachuk and maintaining his back towards the center of the ring, where he has enough space to pull back and jump in and out of striking range. It's essential that Madrimov avoids being lured into a firefight. Instead, he should focus on sniping with his right cross. Staying disciplined will be key. He should pick his shots from a distance and then slip away, never lingering too long in Bohachuk's line of fire. After all, Bohachuk has proven that he can absorb punishment and retaliate with ferocity. By employing his agility and strategic prowess, Madrimov can overwhelm the brawler and control the pace of the fight.
Yeah, it really is.
The X factor in this matchup will hinge on Bohachuk's ability to stifle Madrimov's movements. He must constrict the space around him, effectively boxing Madrimov in. While I doubt Bohachuk can completely cut the ring off against the Dream, he needs to ensure that Madrimov's back is towards the ropes. Allowing a fighter like Madrimov room to maneuver is akin to giving an artist a blank canvas. He'll create a masterpiece if given a chance. Bohachuk must lean into his strengths, keeping the action in tight quarters where he thrives. The faster the pace, the more it favors him. The challenge lies in luring Madrimov into a brawl, where I believe Bohachuk can outgun him. Madrimov's stick and move style was effective, but Bohachuk needs to maintain a solid guard, slip into the pocket, and make the fight as chaotic as possible. Less space is essential. Bohachuk excels in those gritty, close-range exchanges. An early investment to the body will be crucial, as it will help sap Madrimov's mobility in the later rounds. Bohachuk's best path to victory is to wear down Madrimov, stalling his movement until he can plant his feet and unleash his arsenal, grinding out the win in a battle of attrition. The odds for this fight are razor thin, with Madrimov holding a slight edge at -220. It's amusing, really, considering that the promoters are so confident in his victory that they've already lined up a major bout between Madrimov and Ortiz on the undercard of Beterbiev vs. Bivol 2. While I get the strategic move, announcing this matchup might have been premature. It could either lead Madrimov to underestimate Bohachuk or ignite a fire and Bohachuk to play the role of a spoiler. When I break down the matchup, I see both fighters posing significant threats to one another. However, I believe Bohachuk might be a touch too flat-footed for Madrimov's style. In his previous notable fights against Mendoza and Ortiz, his opponents were there to be hit. Madrimov's agility and movement will likely prove to be a challenge, as Bohachuk tends to fight tall and has shown vulnerabilities in his defense. I envision Madrimov employing a strategy of sticking and moving throughout the bout, utilizing his speed and footwork to keep Bohachuk at bay. There's even a possibility of a stoppage given Madrimov's precise striking. Ultimately, I'm leaning towards a unanimous decision. Victory for Madrimov.
Toe-to-toe in the final round.